Hey YouTube, it's Damian Townsend, and y'all probably don't know me because I don't have a channel. It's like 7:45 right now, but I knew that I had to share a dream of mine um with y'all because I have to get to a lot of people and I have to tell a lot of people about this dream. Anybody that's listening, I don't care if it's one person, two people, three people, four people, five people, I have to tell somebody. So what happened was I was an angel in this dream. But before I went to bed, I repented because I didn't want to be unready. And I know when the rapture was coming. Don't nobody know. So I wanted to be ready. So I repented and then I went to sleep. And I had this dream. And in this dream, I was an angel. I had on like a white garment and like wings and everything. And I was with some other angels. It was like maybe 3 or 4 of them with me. And so we was in someone's backyard, and there was these four women, and we were in their backyard, and there was a pool in the middle of the backyard. So we told one of the women, and we said, we're angels and we didn't want to turn you into an angel. And so she started doubting. She really started doubting. She started doubting that we could turn her into an angel and everything. She started saying, no, y'all can't turn me into an angel. I'm not saved enough. Y'all can't turn me into an angel. And then Jesus came down. And then it was just so real. Like my whole body went numb. Like I couldn't feel nothing. Like seriously, like when your foot get tired, that's how my whole body felt. So he came down and I start shivering because I was real numb. And I was thinking in my head, this is what the feeling of the Holy Spirit feels like. So he came down and he told her to come to him, and she was scared. And so he said, turn around 3 times, and she started turning around. 1, 2, 3. And then she was an angel. And then she turned from a sinner to a saint. That's what Jesus can do for you. She turned from a sinner to a saint. And she started running around the backyard, and she was praising Jesus, and she was happy that she was saved and that she was an angel. But then I went up to Jesus and I gave him a hug, because who wouldn't give Jesus a hug if they really saw him? Who wouldn't really? Anyway, so I gave him a hug, and he looked down at me and he started smiling at me. And if y'all want hold on. If y'all want me to tell y'all what he looked like, I'll tell you right now. He had like a long like a sash going down there. It was red, and he had a white garment on, and he had long hair. It was maybe like down to there, and he had sandals on, I think, because I didn't really look at his feet. I was just hugging him, and he was tall, like 8 or 9 feet. So he looked behind me while I was hugging him, and I looked behind me to see what he was looking at. And then it was a whole bunch of people running toward him because they was scared. They was scared, and they was crying, and they was running toward him, trying to say sorry, basically, because they knew that Jesus was gonna have to judge. They was gonna be put in judgment, and they wasn't gonna make it. So a whole bunch of people, all different kinds of races, hundreds of people, start running to that backyard. And then I looked back to Jesus, and he sat down, and the saints, me and some saints, they would just like when he turned around, some saints was already near him, and we was all on our knees, and we was praising him. And I put my hands on his knees, and I was praising him. And so, but he said to me, and listen carefully. This is what I want you to hear. He said to me, take your hands off the man of God and get off my garment. And then I looked up, and I looked at him, and he had scars all over his body. He had scars over his face. It was like how he looked when he got crucified. That's how he looked, but it wasn't too graphic because I'm still a kid. He didn't want to make it too graphic for me. So I almost start crying, and then I looked down at my hands, and my hands were bleeding. They were bleeding. I felt like I wasn't going to heaven. And so I looked back up at him, and he start raising his arms like he was crucifix. He's like start raising his arms up and everything. And so then I woke up. And that was the end of my dream. I want to tell y'all this to get ready because God gave me that dream, and I never ever had a dream of the rapture or any judgment or any godly things. I don't believe I ever had a dream like that. And so yeah, that was my dream. I want to tell y'all, get ready because Jesus is coming. All this coronavirus, and look at the signs. It's coronavirus, people dying. God is, it's judgment. Judgment is going to come, and you're going to watch this video, and you're going to see what's going on, and you're going to say, if you're not ready, I wish I would have been ready. It's going to be terrible. If you're not ready, you better get ready right now. You better get ready. You better get ready. You better get ready. If you're not ready, you will not make it. I promise you. You will not make it. The judgment that I felt in that dream when he said, "Take your hands off me," I felt as if I didn't make it. I felt like I didn't make it. And I turned from an angel to a normal person. I turned from an angel to a normal person, and I felt like I didn't make it. And I think it's because all the sinning that I did, all the sinning that I did before I repented, before I went to bed. So get ready because he is coming sooner than you expect he is. He's coming so much sooner. I'm a small child, and Jesus gave me this dream, and I never had a dream like this ever. That's how I know he's coming soon. He gave me this dream. He gave me this dream so close to the rapture. He gave me this dream. I never had a dream before, but he gave me a dream because my belief that he was coming was wearing thin. And then he gave me that dream to tell me that judgment is coming. Get ready. If you're not ready and you get left behind and you have to suffer the 7 years of tribulation, do not accept the mark of the beast. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you don't accept it, you will go to heaven. But you might have to lose your soul to regain it in heaven. They might chop your head off. They might shoot you in the head. They might burn you alive. They might hang you. They might torture you. You might have to go through a little bit of torture. They might everything. They might throw you out of a plane. They might anything that they might put a whole bunch of things inside. They might poison you. Anything. They could do anything to you. But no matter what, don't accept the mark of the beast. Because if you do, you are going to hell. You will go to hell. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to tell you one more thing. The mark of the beast is the chip. Now, for those of y'all who don't know what the chip is, they're trying to put a chip in your wrist, in your hand, so that you'll be able to buy things. You can look this up. On Chrome, on Google. They're trying to put a chip in your hand so it'll be easier to buy things. Don't accept it, because if you do, you're going to hell. That's all I have to say. Get ready for the rapture, because it's coming. It's coming.